Just go to facebook.com/UltraMaximusReviews.
Hey guys, Ultra Maximus back with another toy review, and today we're going to take a look at another Transformers figure. It's from a Transformers Cyberverse. Power of the Spark! Why are these getting so damn long in names? But it's Mace Mash Gnaw. So we finally got the Sharkticon in the Indiana area, and I am still in my temporary setup here in my home office. So I apologize about the setup here, but yeah, it is what it is. Now, I gotta say, this thing really intrigues me. I like the fact that we got a larger Sharkticon. We did get one not too terribly long ago that was in the kind of scout size, and this is in more of the deluxe size. So I'm really excited to get this guy out and you know, see the quality of the figure. Although I'm not expecting too much, it is a Cyberverse figure after all. But hey, from the start, it looks pretty decent. So let's go ahead and take a look at the packaging. So here we have Gnaw in the package. It's basically the same kind of packaging we've been getting in the Cyberverse. Of course, now it says Power of the Spark, and it's got little electrical stuff all over it. And there's a really nice piece of artwork of the Sharkticon right up there. Decepticon logo, it says Transformers Mace Mash Gnaw, by the way. So that's his gimmick, I guess. He's got his little mace there. The pink and purple look good. The figure looks interesting. I'm guessing, looking at that, the gimmick flips the mace out. I don't know. Here's a close-up right there of the actual gimmick. I don't know. It'd be interesting to see how that actually works. But yeah, there he is in the package, looking all kinds of cool. Here's the artwork at the top, if you are so inclined to take a look. Back of the package here has got the Sharkticon mode, which is classic 80s G1 Sharkticon, which is very cool. It says he's an evil Decepticon. We got Gnaw in his stubby little robot mode, which looks nice. And then the other figures in this way, we got Optimus Prime, Soundwave. Is it Soundwave? Yep, Soundwave, and then Deadlock. I have not, spinning him around. I have not seen Deadlock on the shelf yet, but this is the first time I've seen this guy, so I don't know. Now, taking a closer look up here, let's see, yeah, so there's the gimmick. Yeah, I guess it just flips the gimmick, the mace forward. I guess we'll see when we get him out of the package. But there's the robot mode, looking all nice and chunky. I love the Sharkticon mode, which is probably what he's going to be in. And then there are the other figures in the wave. Now, unfortunately, I only found one of these guys on the shelf at Walmart. It's the first one I've ever seen in hand, so I had to pick it up. I think it was like $11.99 or something. So, but yeah, that's about it for the packaging. Let's go ahead and get Gnaw out of box and see what we think. So here we have Gnaw out of the packaging, and this is a very interesting figure. First of all, the instructions are terrible on how to use the play gimmick. I did figure it out. He's got a weird kind of jiggle going on there, and that's because of the play gimmick, and I'll show that off here in a minute. And it's actually kind of cool. He has a very anime look to him, which is not a bad thing. It's a pretty stable figure. The joints are nice. It stands well. It's much more complex to transform than I had anticipated, which is kind of nice. The one thing I really don't like, though, it's got these stupid, you know, caution stickers. It says caution, read instructions, but the instructions don't tell you how to use this. And it says, hey, you can get your hair caught up in it because the top of the thing actually spins around, right? So what you need to do to get the play gimmick to work is you need to lift this piece up here because there's a little like divot right there that this clamps down into, and it will prevent the gimmick from working. So you want to lift the arms out a little bit, lift this up just ever so slightly, and then you're going to take his little shark fin right here, and you're going to push it up and pull it out, and then There we go. It's kind of, he's weird shaped. So there we go. And that's pretty much it right there. Zoom, 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 zoom. It's kind of like a great big McDonald's toy. It really kind of reminds me of. But yeah, that's the play gimmick. Articulation on this figure, not too terribly bad. The head moves back and forth, and the weird thing, I don't know if the camera's going to be able to show it in this bad lighting, but it's on like a pin, not like a ball joint or anything, which is very awkward. His shoulders are on a ball joint up here, so that's kind of nice. And then his elbow is on a mushroom peg that is very visible. The legs are locked into place because of transformation, but you can unpeg them and get some more range of motion. He's got a very slight joint at the knee. You can lift that down a little to get some more movement, but yeah, that's really about it as far as the articulation goes on this guy right here. You know, it's more articulated than some of the Scout type figures and some of the other deluxe figures in this line. So taking a closer look at the figure itself, it's got a very anime look to it, which again, I don't think is too terribly bad. It almost looks like a third-party piece to me. It reminds me a bit of the third-party Sharkticons we got a few years ago. I love the paint apps. The pink and the blue look nice. The helmet's nice and black. He's got very red eyes, which is very cool. The teeth on the back of the shoulders are only in the gray color, which is a bit unfortunate. I wish they were kind of painted silver like we get on the teeth on the jaws themselves. The little Decepticon logo looks pretty cool. I love the fact that the Mace has kind of a pearlized blue. I kind of wish they would have used this a little bit more throughout the rest of the figure, but it might have been too much. So looking at the midsection of this guy, he is nice and chunky as a Sharkticon should be. I like his big bulbous body. I like the fact that there are pieces to hold the you know, spinning top gimmick together. So that's, you know, not something that's always flopping around. That's very nice. I like the gray. Wish there was a little bit more paint apps on the figure, but I don't know. It might be a little bit too much. The stickers on the back really bug me, but it's the 21st century and snowflake kids can't figure out how to not get their hair caught in a toy, I guess. I don't know. Just absolutely ridiculous. The mushroom pegs, you know, they work, but I wish we had ball joints there. It's probably better this way because they probably will last longer as far as strength goes. They just, I don't know, a little too open, I think, in the look. And finally, taking a look at the legs of the figure, I like the big bulky legs. I really do. I think the shark heads are a little bit much in the back for posability. It's really weird how it's got the two pin pieces to stabilize the legs up by the hips. But again, I kind of like that because it'll probably last longer over time and the joints won't go out. So that's kind of nice. The biggest problem, though, is that the little shark arms do not have any articulation in them. I think that's probably the biggest miss on this toy. For comparison, here we have the Transformers Cyberverse Gnaw with the Transformers Cyberverse Skybite. So yeah, here we have the Spark Armor Skybite minus the armor because I don't like the armor. Next to Gnaw, the Sharkticon, and as you can see, this guy's obviously bigger, which is a shame. I wish this guy was at least in the deluxe size scale. That would have been cool because, I don't know, there's something about a shark Decepticon that I just really like. Yeah, you know, as far as a size goes, if you're army building these Sharkticons, this is not bad at all, especially for the price. Alright, so transformation on this figure is actually, like I said, a little more complex than I had anticipated, but it's not too terribly difficult. I'm going to take his little tail mace out right there. First thing I do is lift this piece up right here. The tail's going to come down a little bit because you're going to flip it upright. The jaw is going to come all the way up like this. Make sure his head is straight up like that. Let's see here. The legs are going to flip around this way, and then that will lock the spinning piece into place. Put the legs down, spin the feet around, much like a lot of other Sharkticon type of toys. You're going to lift the head up onto the feet like this, and then unpeg the waist pegs. Bring the head around. Then you're going to clamp it together at the top like that, and then again make sure that the head is straight, because there's a piece here that this fin will go down into to lock it into place like that. And then you're going to lift your shark fin up, and you're going to put the tail piece in here, and there we go. There is our Sharkticon. Now, overall, it's pretty decent. I think my two biggest gripes about the Sharkticon: no articulation in these arms. I mean, it even looks like there should be some articulation there, but there is not. The other issue I have is the head here. I don't know why they just didn't flip it back and then bring this in, because he kind of looks like he has one of those like choker balls that you buy at a sex shop in his mouth. He just needs the strap to go around, which is really weird and creepy. But I love the paint on the Sharkticon eyes. I think that's good. The overall sculpt on that looks really, really nice. But yeah, why they just didn't put a little ball joint there, I don't know. Bit unfortunate. It looks pretty much like he's got his legs on the top there, but from the front, it's not too terribly bad. And then you got the little Mace tail right there. Unfortunately, you can see his hands clear as day, but they're at least on the back of the feet. So if you're looking at the Sharkticon straight forward, it actually looks pretty darn good. And, you know, for $10 a piece, I kind of want to buy a handful of these to kind of build up my Sharkticon army. So is the Transformers Cyberverse Power of the Spark Gnaw. What's this guy? Mash Gnaw? Something that you want in your Transformers collection. Well, if you are a Sharkticon fan, I think you're going to like this. I mean, the price is right. He's about $10. It's a pretty decent Sharkticon, and as far as a Cyberverse figure goes, it's pretty damn good. It's got some interesting parts that stabilize it, which I like. There are things that I don't like. I don't like the warning stickers, but I understand why those are there. And I think the two biggest misses, the little Sharkticon arms right here, those should have been on ball joints, and the head should have flipped back, because it does. It looks like he has a choker ball in his mouth, which is really kind of weird and creepy. But you know, those are gripes, minor gripes, I guess. For what it is, this is probably one of the better Sharkticons that we have received in the mainstream Hasbro line. I'm probably going to say since the 80s, in this style anyway. I did like the Sharkticon that kind of turned into the boat thing. I thought that was kind of cool. But yeah, overall, you know, if you see him, I would pick him up, because I think he's going to fly off the shelves quick. So there he is! Gnaw from Transformers Cyberverse Power of the Spark, in my kind of old school retro. I feel like I'm going back to my early days of YouTube, just sitting at a desk here. So this has been kind of fun. Hope you guys enjoyed, and look for more reviews in the future.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you like this video, thumbs it up. If you hate this video, thumbs it down. To watch more Ultra Maximus, click on the links to the right. Don't forget to subscribe and share, like us on Facebook, and look for more videos in the future.